Japan has not risen as a military power ever since its defeat in World War II. As a result, its air force was pretty dated as compared to military standards of today. However, this has begun to change. In this video, we will talk about a major update in the Japanese Air Force which has put all its regional rivals on the back foot, so stay tuned. However, before we continue further, I will ask you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. With the introduction of 5th generation aircrafts in both Chinese and Russian air fleets, the pressure was on their regional rivals to develop a stealth-capable aircraft of their own. The island nation of Japan has successfully adopted a fitting response to Chinese stealth fighter technology, and in this video, we will be talking about it in detail. But why did Japan develop its own stealth-capable jet? The best course of action for Japan would have to buy the most capable 5th generation air superiority fighter out there, F-22 Raptor from the US. This fighter jet is more than capable of combating the Chengdu J-20 and the Su-57 Felon, both of which are the mainstream stealth offerings from both China and Russia. But the US has banned the sale of F-22 Raptors to any other nation, which forced Japan to develop its own stealth-capable fighters. This was a very novel approach and one fraught with risks and challenges. Japan became the first Asian nation to develop a 6th generation aircraft. There were many challenges in Japan's way, but the rewards were quite big too. For example, a successful stealth-capable aircraft would launch Japan right into the center of the global armament industry. There was a lot of regional competition and serious territorial concerns too, which prompted Japan to develop a 6th generation aircraft. For many years, Japanese aircrafts were deemed to have enough capability to counter any air threat from either Russia or China. Now, with the advanced aircraft capabilities of both the J-20 and the Su-57, Japanese authorities were concerned about a lack of conventional airborne deterrence. The concern was related not only to sheer numbers, which is quite big, mind you. For every Japanese aircraft, China has 6 more warplanes. The concern is mainly related to the technology gap Japan has with Chinese aircrafts. To be fair, the Chinese and Russian air forces have come a long way. With the development of the ambitious multi-role J-10 and Chengdu J-20 and Su-57 Felon, both Russia and China are on par with the US 5th generation aircrafts. The inadequacy of the Japanese Air Force became all the more apparent when the Chinese Air Force probed the response of the Japanese Air Command. This has seriously alarmed the Japanese officials, especially in the context of countering any Chinese threat in the South China Seas, where many areas are contested between the two countries. The most that Japan could offer in the way of resistance was the American-made F-15 Eagle Strike Fighter, which is a 4th generation aircraft. Although this is a very capable aircraft, it has begun to show its age. It was first deployed in 1974 and saw some action during the Cold War. Japan also has a very limited number of F-35 Lightning Rod II stealth fighters. The F-35 Lightning Rod II is a 5th generation multi-role aircraft. However, even these F-35s are not able to fulfill Japanese security demands and have a severe limitation with regards to the armaments they have. Specifically, they can only carry 4 AIM-120 missiles. The Russian Su-57 and Chinese J-20 can carry up to 6 air-to-air missiles, while the F-22 can carry up to 8 air-to-air missiles. One reason for the limitation in this armament is that the F-35 was designed to be a multi-role aircraft and not an air superiority fighter. To fill the gap in their security design, the Japanese wanted to buy the best possible response to the J-20 and the Su-57, the F-22 Raptor. However, the US had banned the sale of all F-22s to protect its stealth secrets. There was no other way for the Japanese to develop their own indigenous stealth technology. They devised their own combat aircraft development program, codenamed FX, which was designed to research and produce a capable stealth air dominance aircraft which could meet Japanese requirements. Japanese officials were fully mindful of the fact that in order to future-proof the security of their skies, they had to design their own 6th generation aircraft and skip an entire generation. They proceeded with a careful study of the existing aircraft technology between 2009 and 2010, and these studies were really helpful in providing a concept of a 6th generation aircraft which had 3 eyes: informed, intelligent, and instantaneous. This new fighter would have a series of features which could potentially give it an edge in the most developed theater of operations. For instance, it would have an advanced radar system which would counter the stealth technology of its rivals and receive targeting information from other platforms such as drones, fighters, and AWACS. This aircraft will also make use of flyby optics, which would be used to process data even faster. To boost stealth detection systems, gallium nitride would be used. Radar performance would be enhanced through semiconductors, and a new, more powerful engine would be used. This powerful engine, Mitsubishi 2 Shinshin, has been tested to see if it would fulfill the demands of the new 6th generation aircrafts. The Mitsubishi X2 Shinshin was a demonstrator platform created by the Japanese Ministry of Defense to mount and adjust all the new prototypical technology to see if all the assets are working well together. The X2 was an important part of the FX program and was active between 2016 and 2018. The prototype was deemed as a success, and it has been thought that most of the functions shown on the platform would be a part of the 6th generation aircraft. The aircraft would be a twin-engine fixed-wing aircraft which would have a longer nose section. The aircraft would have a length of over 14 meters with a wingspan of about 9 meters and a height of more than 4 meters. In addition, the jet was to have crop delta wing configuration with a cutting-edge root extension, which would give it an edge with a steep angle of attack. The jet would have 2 exterior vertical stabilizers, enhanced aerodynamics, and stealth profile. The aircraft would be manned by a single pilot, and its landing gear was to have retractable tricycle configuration and would have aerodynamic control on both sides of the cockpit. The overall aerodynamic design was boosted with the S-duct design. The Mitsubishi FX Godzilla entered into the early development phase in 2020. The current concept surrounding the FX Godzilla is that it will be a twin-engine jet designed for air dominance. It would also be significantly larger than the F-22 Raptor, which has earned it the name of Godzilla. The larger design of the aircraft will give it a huge superiority. For instance, it would be able to carry beyond-range air-to-air missiles and carry large-range ordnance. The jet would also carry more missiles than the F-35 and would have unrivaled networking capabilities. Virtual simulation software has allowed testing of multiple exterior designs which would optimize speed, agility, and stealth. FX will also have electric actuators to replace hydraulics to give the jet more freedom. The aircraft will also consist of state-of-the-art adhesive modeling to boost its structural integrity, which will reduce the number of maintenance hours in its downtime. The engines used, 2 FX-9 engines, would give it a thrust of more than 20 tons. The FX will also have an RF self-defense mechanism which will automatically disperse radio waves, making it difficult for incoming projectiles to make contact. Another advanced feature will be a helmet-mounted display which have a wide range of vision, binocular, and multicolor display voice recognition, and 3D sound capabilities. In addition, the FX will have electromagnetic wave absorption and metamaterials to give it an advanced stealth profile, which would reduce its overall radar cross-section. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.